My name is Katy Pineda. Now I'm going to explain you my literary analysis about the story The Signalman, written by Charles Dickens in 1866. The story The Signalman is a short story by the English writer Charles Dickens. In the story, a prodigal-minded narrator meets a railway worker who has been seeing supernatural visions. The narrator doubts the man at first, but at the story's conclusion, a strange event makes him a believer. The elements of literature that we are going to cover now are the following: plot, character, setting, theme, and point of view. The plot. The story begins when the narrator sees the signalman and is interested in talking to him. He goes down to the place where he is and they talk a bit. Although the treatment is a bit cold for the signalman because he considers the narrator a stranger. They agree to see each other again. On the second visit, they become friends, and the signalman has the confidence to tell the narrator about the ghost that haunts him and giving him the message that a tragedy will happen. The ghost says, "Hey, you down there, get out of the way," covering his face with one arm and shaking the other with great intention, to which the narrator is a bit deceptive, but tries to calm down him and give a logical answer by saying, maybe what you have heard was only the noise of the wind or an animal, and you should go to the doctor. The signalman confidence that on two occasions the ghost had appeared to him, and in each one someone has died. So he considered that the ghost message is a warning, and this causes to him feel fear and anxiety because he asks, "Why to me? Why did not say something else so that I can save who is going to die?" On a third occasion, the narrator returns to visit the signalman, and at that moment, someone informed the narrator that he has run over. It seems strange to him because no one knew those roads better than the signalman. So the narrator asks the train driver how it happened, to which he answers, "I was on the tracks when I caught glimpse to him, and I yelled, 'Hey, get out of the track!' But there was no time to slow down. I covered my face with one hand, and with the other, I told him, 'Get out of the way.' This fact made him remember that this was exactly the same message that the signalman told him he had received from the ghost. The characters are the following: the narrator, who is a stranger that became a signalman friend. The signalman is a train worker who is worried about the ghost and the death, and the ghost that suddenly appears and gives to the signalman warnings. The setting. The entire setting of the signalman takes place in a narrow church through which passes a railway line. At the end of the church is a dark tunnel from which trains emerge. The theme of the story are terror and mystery, because no one knows about the ghost, just the signalman. The point of view of this story is first person. It's just the narrator who tells everything about the story. Now I'm going to tell you my literary analysis, which is the following. The signalman belongs to the set of to the set of short stories written by the English writer Charles Dickens in 1866. It is based on terror and misery. In my opinion, this literary work works as an allusion to death and the feelings of anguish that a person experiences when is waiting for it or has suffered traumatic events. The author reflects this through the character of the signalman, which is tormented because he has visions of a ghost that foreshadows the death of someone. The signalman feels frustration and anguish because he would like to be able to prevent or avoid that something bad happen, but it is not possible for him, causing his mental death can be affected little by little. I consider that the author wanted through this story to expose the same feelings that a year before he lived because the story was written by Dickens after suffering a terrible train accident on June 9, 1865 in Staplers. This event may have motivated him to reflect on the fact that having died in said train accident and the great responsibility that the work of the guardian implies. This is everything for me. Thank you.